Cold War Sims the best version of any player ever? No. Appreciate it though. Decent opinion. I don't know. There's a lot of insane players, bro. I like people always bring up Matt, not W, but like it wasn't Matt the whole year. It was Matt like probably the second half is like IW formal. I think like that's what everyone like really doesn't remember. It was like IW formal quote unquote didn't come out until the second half of the year because it was me and Trey for the first half of the year. It was like me and Trey battling back and forth, and then Matt just literally became God for like the second half of the season. That was pretty much that. Just stage 2 in champs. Was it just stage 2 in champs? He was pretty good all year. He wasn't like IW, you know, IW formal, but like he was really good all year. Matt, I mean, it's his best game, but like the IW formal that everyone brings up as the cliche was definitely like the second half of the season, for sure. The most dominant player in any COD is like AW Scump, Ghost Crim, stuff like that. I don't think it's any new gen. Like Cold War Simp is like a good shout, but I don't think that you could really make a case for that. I would say Scump AW is probably the greatest version of a Call of Duty player that we have had in competitive COD. I think that's where I would go. Guys, I'm gonna say that was the game plan here, buddy. But Tech 9's ringing, dude. I don't know. There's a lot of options. I think me personally, like, fuck, just my opinion, but I think the best Call of Duty, the best version of any COD player that I have played against is Seth and AW. I think again you can go Ghost Crim, IW formal, but he's not even the whole season. Like there's a lot of insane peaks for players for sure. Like bro, you know what's an underrated season that I think when you talk about like greatest seasons people have had that I think isn't mentioned is Clay and AW. I think Clay and AW was a fucking demon, dude. Clay and AW does not get the shout that I think that season deserves when people talk about just like dominance in a singular COD. I don't think Clay gets the props that he deserves for that season. He was unfucking believable at that game. I don't know, maybe that's just me though. Kenny World War II. Ken World War II is another really good one. Ken World War II is definitely a good one. But then again, I think like Ken was insane at World War II, and I think it was obviously his best title. But like there was an insane amount of talent that season. Like you had Pierce, you had John, who I think is very underrated that year. Tommy was super good at that game. You had Austin, who was insane at that game. You had Tej and Danny, who were insane at that game. Like there's a lot of really good talent in World War II. Which again, I think Ken was definitely the best World War II player. I think it was his best season. There's just a shit ton of talent. So I don't know. I don't think he separated himself like that much because Ride's obviously won 3 events as well. So I don't think he like can separate himself in terms of like dominance the entire season to like really warrant that. Where you would say something like AW Scump where they were just winning everything, you know. Like FaZe had their moments, which is why again I would put Clay in there as well. But I don't know, because TK had a moment, or Rise had a moment where they were just winning literally everything. Hydra this year, Paco was definitely a good shout this year. I think when a couple seasons from now, when people are looking back at like talking about this exact conversation, I think Paco this year will definitely come up. I think he MVP for a reason, bro. That guy was unbelievable. Paco just had the best game sense of like anyone this season. It was wild to play against because you would think you would catch him off guard, or like he would be killing you in areas that you just like don't even think about. Like chat, anecdotal experience. So Embassy on P5, chat. Embassy on P5, you know, it's an absolute fucking mix hill. Like, if you're not blocking certain spawns, you can spawn everywhere, right? Paco single-handedly spawn trapped me 4 lives in a row after I spawned in 4 different places. Like, he just, like, trades were happening. Hill was going back and forth between, like, me or us in New York. Like, obviously, it's just a bunch of shit going on in the game. And he managed to know my spawn and spawn kill me 4 straight times. Whether that's the right play or not, whatever. That's not the point. It's just like the ability for him to like understand every single spawn point and all of the timings and like where to cut and like just never have his gun down is like impressive as fuck. Like, I was tipping it literally in the game. I was like, yo, this guy's like actually frying right now. Whether that's a good or bad play to actually do that is like besides the point. He's just fucking unreal. He definitely deserved MVP. How much of that is team comms? I mean, it definitely is, but at the speed of which it was going, there's no way that like Caesar is like, yo, Sam's spawning here, Sam's spawning here, Sam's spawning here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely on Paco to understand like what needs to happen in order for me to like spawn where I'm spawning and like what cuts he needs to get and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, bro. Paco was just like actually like just above everyone. Like he had better game sense and you never caught him off guard. Like he was never sprinting at bad times this year. It's fucking insane. He was just always on top of it. It was wild. He was fucking unbelievable. Deserved MVP for sure. My playlist is repeating. I've been streaming for so long. Silence. Turn around, buddy. Use your UAV. Oh, we don't have one. There you go. Use your UAV. Foxy, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Dude, I don't know. I'm so excited to just like stream, dude. Like even now, like I'm in like a weird limbo because like I'm not at my place. Like I don't have my own setup. I'm not in my stream room or anything like that. So I'm in like a weird middle ground right now. Like even now, dude, like I'm just so much happier than I've been in like a very long time with COD and just like content creation in general. It's like I'm just like excited. Granted, the off season's long as fuck, so we're gonna have to fill some time. But I don't know. I'm just like excited to make content and do shit. It's gonna be fun. That's a flash grenade. Am I fucking hard right now? Oh no, there's dud. Unfortunately. Ellie's also ass. Yes, that is correct. That is correct. That place is shit. I think everyone obviously has different experiences. Because, like, it just depends. Like, if you're going out all the time, like, if you're, yeah, like, have a friend circle there that you're just doing stuff with all the time. Like, Kendall and I were very much homebodies, like, family-oriented people. So we're just there miserable as fuck. Like, we want to stay home. Like, our families aren't there. Like, we're not doing shit. So it was just, like, obviously, some of it was on us. But, like, it was just not an enjoyable time. Okay. The fuck? Anyone else? No, I'm not gonna get. I'm one off. No way. I'm actually one off. I'm one off. Give it to me. I'm one off. Bang. Nice. Lamb season. Thanks, buddy. Easy peasy. Skywalker, thanks for the 10. Nice. Nice, yeah, nice, yeah. That's a good win right there. This is sick nuclear, brother. That's a fucking banger nuclear gameplay right there, brother. I should love this class. MP5 is banging, dude. MP5 be hitting me. End the game, dude. I do. And you fail. Not the Tech 9 gamer. Look at him. Dude, Pubs and dude, Treyarch just... Oh, Treyarch has me by the balls, bro. They got me in a chokehold. They just know what they're doing, dude. Pubs and... Treyarch Pubs are just always godlike, bro. If you think that Black Ops 4 Simp is better than AW Scump, you don't know ball, brother. You don't know ball. Hate to say it. I'm so confused how people remember Simp as a better player in MW. He was definitely better the first portion of the season, but someone who's consistently in the comp Reddit at the time. The consensus at the end of the season, BZ was the best player in the game. In my mind's more clear-cut a BZ game where Cold War is probably more even. People are going to flame me big in the second half of the year, and Simp is their best player. Dude, these takes today, dude. These fucking takes, man. I can't believe this. We had this conversation yesterday, chat. What is the literal peak of a player? Because like the normal answers are going to be like Cold War Simp, Black Ops, or Cold War BZ. I might take a BZ in Cold War over Simp, to be honest. Do like Cold War BZ, Black Ops 4 Simp, IW Formal, only the second half, by the way. We talked about that yesterday. AW Scump, Ghost, Crim, BO2 Karma. Like what are like the what are the peaks? You know what I mean? Because I think that's like the 5, right? Like I think I'm content with that 5. I think I'm okay. BO1 cap. I can't compare that era, bro. It has to be somewhat of a modern era. Comparing Cap and Black Ops 1 shooting against my accountant, like, I can't do that. Like, I'm sorry. Cap had a teal blue red dot FAMAS gunning people. I'm sorry. I can't compare that to Black Ops 4 BZ or Simp. I'm sorry. Kenny and Big P. I had Ken in World War II. I had Ken World War II yesterday, Dan. Because I'm trying to, like, damn, who do you think had, like, the insane peaks? We have to keep it in a somewhat modern era, because I can't go like fucking Black Ops 1 COD 4 like Pac was running PGLs. Like, how do I don't know about that.